Now let's look at a Hollywood classic. This week's Hollywood classic is At the Circus. This is a later day Marx Brothers movie. Now, I'm a big Marx Brothers fan. They're some of my all-time favorite comedians, all-time, greatest heroes. And amongst their movies are, I think, 2 or 3 real all-timers. Movies that will stand the test of time and are just as funny today as they were when they were released. At the Circus is one of the couple of Marx Brothers movies I had never bothered to see all the way through, in no small part because this is not one of those movies. At the Circus is, I'm afraid to say, mediocre Marx Brothers fare. This is coming later in the Marx Brothers career. This is after Zeppo has left the team, and there's become this idea that the Marxes should be almost supporting characters in their own movies, and that the movies should instead be anchored by a romance by 2 sort of regular Hollywood actors. This is a trend that started in A Night at the Opera, and it's continuing here. And while the romance at the heart of A Night at the Opera works all right, the regular people romance at the center of At the Circus just doesn't really connect. Add to that this movie just has a lot of filler as we watch the Marx Brothers sort of, caper around a traveling circus, but there's, plenty of side plots involving the circus performers that don't really work. Now, that said, this movie does have a really solid third act when the movie brings in great Marx Brothers straight woman, Margaret Dumont, the sort of hoity society lady that's in a lot of these. They bring her in later on in the movie for there to be this idea that they're going to put on a circus for like a charity performance for her. And it's a shame she comes in so late. Margaret Dumont is a very skilled performer. There is this idea in sort of film criticism and film history that's somewhat perpetuated by Groucho himself, that Margaret Dumont was sort of this clueless actress that never understood what the Marx Brothers were about. But that just isn't true. Margaret Dumont is a very intelligent performer, and she is probably the greatest straight man that the Marxes, and that Groucho in particular, ever had. So when she comes into the movie, it really helps to bring the movie to life, and I only wish she had been a part of it from the beginning. A couple of other notable things about this movie. The movie features little person actor Kenny Baker, who you might know as playing R2-D2 in the Star Wars movies. Well, he has a part in here as one of the circus performers. And probably the movie's best moment is Groucho singing Lydia the Tattooed Lady on it's either a bus or a train that's taking the circus performers to the next town. That's absolutely the highlight of what is often otherwise a very so-so Marx Brothers movie, which is why I can only give At the Circus 3 stars.